Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Tamara and today we are sitting down to do my August monthly reset. I'm so excited because this is my very first time doing a monthly reset video. So let's go ahead and jump right in. A lot of the intentions that I have set for August are really an overflow from July. So if you watched my wellness journey video, which I will definitely link so you can check it out if you have not, then you know that I am on this renewed wellness journey. So a lot of the goals are still the same. So let's just go ahead and recap July just a little bit. So I started a new workout plan, which isn't new to me, but I haven't done it in about maybe 2 to 3 years. So that has been going really well. I will definitely go into more detail in my 4-week update video for my wellness journey, but that went really well. It was really focused heavily on mindset in addition to the physical components. My primary goal last month was to sustain a routine because that is something that I have struggled with over the past 2 years. I was also really focused on my mindset because I have been struggling a lot with depression this year. So it was really imperative that I focused on my mental health and not just my physical health. Towards the end of the month, I also prioritized just cleaning up my space. I am definitely one that believes that your environment impacts your mood, your mental health, and vice versa. So I went into like a deep cleaning spree. Also, I knew that my bonus daughter was coming into town. So of course I wanted to, like make sure everything was nice and clean for her as well. So that really exhausted me. But it wasn't just my physical space. I really needed to clean up my laptop. There were so many things saved on my desktop, like screenshots, stuff like that I needed to get rid of. I needed to clean up my hard drive. I needed to dump old camera footage from my SD cards. There were just a lot of things that I needed to clean up. And I also went and I created a new screensaver for my laptop. I just wanted a lot of fresh and new things going into this new month. And because I had set an intention for July and I was very successful with that intention, I was able to carry that into August. So that's just a brief overview of how July went. Again, I'm going to go into further detail about my 4-week wellness journey update for the Wellness Wednesdays series. So let's go ahead and get started with August intentions. So these are kind of broken down into the categories of mind, body, spirit, and creative. So for the mindset intentions, the very first one is to wake up early. I am not a morning person. I am so not a morning person. I'm not even really a night person either. I'm pretty much like a midday person. We do exist. But I definitely know the benefit of waking up early, whatever early is for you. Before I had my daughter, most of my mornings started extremely early because I was commuting from Jersey to New York. I was teaching fitness. So I think my earliest class was 7 a.m. So I would leave the house at about 5 a.m. in the morning, and that was almost every day. So after I had my daughter and then eventually she started to sleep through the night, and she was basically a pandemic baby. So that was basically the first full year of the pandemic. And then eventually she starts sleeping through the night, but I'm still basically at home with her. So I really started to take advantage of sleeping in. It was a break from having to get up at 4 a.m. to be at the studio by 5 a.m. So these past 2 years, I've definitely taken advantage of being able to sleep in. I mean, when I can, because my child still wakes up early. But also my mental health has a large part to play in that. When you suffer with depression, it is physically exhausting. And I don't think a lot of people understand this if they don't struggle with it. Of course, it's mentally exhausting, but it's also very physically draining as well. So a lot of the times you just want to sleep. And there have been times where even my sleep has been impacted by depression. I'm so stressed out, I can't really fall asleep. Sometimes I'm having like crazy dreams. So typically it's like I get the best sleep like early hours in the morning, when typically, I would be, getting up and starting my day, but it's like I just fell asleep, so I'm going to stay here, and then other times it's just I don't really want to face the day. I just want to lay in the bed. So the month of July, when I started my renewed wellness journey, that was a huge goal for me, to start waking up early. I decided that I was going to probably get off the bed between like 6 and 6:30. I did not do this every day. So this is something that I do want to be very intentional about for the month of August. For the weekends, I'm not too, keen on trying to get up at 6:30 every day. I'm like, it's the weekend, I don't really care. I still get up pretty early because, of course, I have a toddler. She really doesn't sleep past 8 a.m. So I'm still getting up early anyway, earlier than a lot of other people, but I do like to have that time in the morning to get up and do my devotions, have my journaling time, pray, have my coffee, and then by the time I'm done with that, then she's waking up and I'm starting her breakfast. So the very first goal is to wake up early, and for early for me, it's probably going to be between 6 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. All right, so the next goal is to journal daily. This is still a struggle for me, even though I have launched a whole wellness company centered around journaling. And, I said it in my last video, usually your pain is tied to your purpose. So last month, I did not journal daily. So this month, I really want to commit to journaling daily. So I also went to Target and I picked me up a new journal. I'm definitely one of those people who have so many journals. Like, the journal just needs to speak to me. And sometimes, you buy a journal and then it's like, I don't really like that journal anymore. So that happens sometimes, but I just went and picked up this journal. It's just line pages, and it has like just the months and the dates that you can circle. I just needed a really simple journal for my daily journaling time. Of course, I'm using the Affirm Daily Method. That is the method of Affirm Flow, my wellness company. And I actually do have a prototype of the signature journal that will be released hopefully by next year. I also have the digital 30-day workbook on my website, affirmandflowdaily.com, if you want to go ahead and check that out, as well as just a template sheet that you can print out. And I have done that before, and this one is really just a prototype. I have used it. I mean, I've journaled in it a little bit, but this is really just for like marketing, promo photos, stuff like that. So I didn't want to just keep using this. And again, it's only for 30 days, and I'm still doing some edits for the prototype. So I decided to just go ahead and get a new journal. I needed a brown journal anyway for another project. So I was like, let me go to Target and pick this up. So I started journaling, because today is August 1st. So I started journaling. So as you can see, if you've never seen the template, the Affirm Daily Method, I use a system where I have a monthly, a weekly, and a daily affirmation, and then my reflection time. So I just wrote it out here. So I'm very excited about my new journal. It's so pretty. It has like, like line art faces on it. I don't know if you can really see, but yeah, it's really cute. So I am going to be very intentional about journaling, and a lot of the resistance that I have experienced towards journaling has to do with my mental health, resisting the things that are beneficial and healthy for me because my mindset is kind of in a dark place and I feel like, what's the point? So really trying to combat that and say, no, I'm going to be intentional about my journaling time. I am not going to live in defeat. So this is what this represents for me. So I'm very excited about this month because I have, high hopes. have high hopes about my intention for journaling daily. The next mindset goal is to spend some time outside getting some sun daily. This is very, very important. We should all be spending some time in the sun every day, even if it's overcast. Still go outside. You're still getting that benefit. You're still activating, the vitamin D production. And also for me, some years ago, I noticed that sometimes I just needed to go outside in the fresh air. I just needed to go and take a walk, because if I'm in a dark place, then I withdraw. I just want to lay in the bed. I just want to binge Netflix. Sometimes all I need is to go outside and be in nature. Literally. So I know that that is something that definitely rejuvenates me. So I need to be intentional about having that as a daily practice. All right, let's move on to the body goals. So the very first one is to drink 1 gallon of water a day. So you do not have to drink a gallon of water a day to, be healthy. Current research recommends really drinking half your body weight in ounces, which I pretty much did almost every day for the month of July. I definitely increased my water intake. I used to drink a gallon of water every day like it was nothing. But again, that's something else that I really started to struggle with over these past 2 years. So last month, my water intake really went up, but I really want to, take it up to a gallon, just because I am working out a lot more right now. And it's also a very specific goal and a specific intention. And it's like, okay, I want to do this. So that's when I'm going to shoot for. It's also it's good for you, drinking a lot of water. Next is to work out 6 times a week. Like I said before, I'm on this renewed wellness journey. The current plan that I am on is 6 days of workouts, 1 day of rest and recovery. I've been going really strong, so I want to keep up that momentum for the month of August. And the final body goal is to meal prep. Y'all, I cannot remember the last time I meal prepped. Again, these past 2 years have really just thrown everything so crazy, because, when I was like, oh, I'm just at home for the time being, I don't really need to meal prep, but my days are kind of crazy, kind of busy. And there are times where I'm like, man, I should have meal prepped something. This is a prime example, because I'm sitting here recording this video and I'm so hungry. Like, I really should have had lunch before this, but I didn't have lunch prepped. So now I'm like, okay, I'll just go ahead and record the video, and then then I'll go ahead and make me some lunch afterwards. But if, I had prepped over the weekend, I would have taken care of this. So over the past 2 years, I've run into this a lot. And then by the time I'm done doing something else, I'm just like, you know what? I feel weak. I have a headache. Let me just order some food, And that is a bad habit to get into. So I really want to get back into meal prepping. So again, I went to Target. I got me some really cute meal prep containers. They're glass. They have a wooden lid. They're so cute. They don't have the, sections in them, but that's fine for me just being at the house right now. If I was traveling, going to work and stuff like that, I would prefer that. But for me, just being at the house, this is totally fine. So I need to start meal prepping again. All right, for the spirit category, I only have one here, and that's really just to commit more time to prayer. I am very intentional about having my devotion time in the morning, but I have noticed, again, everything for me really goes back to mindset and how depression has played a huge role in my life over this past year. I realize that sometimes it just kind of becomes routine and it's just something that I'm just checking off the list, because again, there's some type of resistance that's starting to build up and really not having that communication that I want to have with God. So it's really important that I'm not just, just quickly going through a devotion, but I'm actually sitting there and I'm praying and I'm having a conversation with God, and I'm silent and seeking to hear from God as well. So that is a very important intention for the month of August. And finally, for my creative goal, that is to post 2 to 3 videos a week on YouTube. Which is kind of a lot for me to do right now. I'm thinking it's probably going to be about 2, maybe 3 1 week. I don't know. But that is the intention. That's what I want to do. So something else that I picked up from Target as well is this calendar. It's so cute. As you can see, I already have like the videos that I need to post for this week. So this is from August 2022 to, where does it go? August 2022 to June 2023. Yeah. So this is about a year, and this is just something like, simple that I can just like lay out on my desk or whatever. Specifically, I just wanted a calendar just to plan out my content, and I can visually see what content is going up on what days. Something else that's really helpful for me, that I also need to be better about, writing in every day, is my top 3 notebook. This is by Aaron on Demand. I absolutely love this. I did my top 3 today. I sure did. And this is a 365 day journal notebook, I guess you can say. And what is that? I feel like my child got like food on my page from today. But anyway. So you have your top 3 goals. So those are, the top priority things that you need to get done. And then you can list some more tasks and some notes. Lately, I've been putting in my notes, "You are amazing," with a smiley face. Just a little bit of an encouragement. So this is also very helpful for me to have to do, because I really want to get more consistent with my content. A lot of the resistance, that's just a big word right now, because that's what I've been dealing with. A lot of the resistance has been just not being in a healthy place mindset wise, feeling very insecure in my content, feeling very insecure in my body. And when you're insecure in your body, the last thing you want to do is get in front of the camera. But those are all of the things that I'm working on, being very intentional about my entire wellness journey. Like I said, not just the physical aspect, but the mental and spiritual as well. And how I'm showing up as a creative is definitely impacted by that. So I want to make sure that I am being intentional about, the content that I am creating. So those are the intentions for the month of August. Just to recap, we are going to wake up early between 6 and 6:30 a.m., journal daily, spend some time in the sun daily, drink 1 gallon of water. I have my water right here. Work out 6 days a week, meal prep, commit to prayer, and upload 2 to 3 videos on YouTube. We can do it. All right, so now let's talk about our affirmation for the month. So this month's affirmation is, I am worthy of change and transformation. And I specifically chose this one because this is the first month of the Sunday Flow experience by Affirm Flow. I posted a video on Sunday about it, so go ahead and sign up. I will leave the link down below, and it is a pre-recorded Affirm session that incorporates gentle movement and journaling, and every month there is a chosen affirmation for that month. And I am worthy of change and transformation is really the foundation of Affirm Flow, because sometimes when you experience so much rejection and disappointment, you can really start to internalize that and develop this false belief that you aren't worthy. You aren't worthy of love. You aren't worthy of healing. You aren't worthy of transformation. And that is so untrue. So I am being very intentional about that this month, just telling myself I am worthy, and you can fill in the blank with whatever you need. If you're, resisting the affirmation of I am worthy of change and transformation, because I always say to affirm yourself in truth, then fill in the blank. I am worthy of forgiveness. I am worthy of grace. Whatever you are aligning with, just remind yourself of that daily. All right, so those are my intentions for the month of August. That is my affirmation for the month of August. This was fun. I'm excited to continue to do this on a monthly basis. I feel like it's definitely a great anchor for the top of the month. So down below, go ahead and leave your goals or your intentions for the month. If you want to choose a different affirmation, go ahead and leave that down below as well. Please, please, please be sure to sign up for the Sunday Flow experience. Go ahead and go to affirmflowdaily.com and click on Sunday Flow so you can sign up, so to make sure that you have access to the pre-recorded session as we continue to grow this community. I'm so excited about it. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, share it out, and I will be sure to see you in the next one. Until next time, peace, love, and light.